Hello, Adam Rayner for Talk Audio TV. That is an MBT-RX from JL Audio. And that little piece of bod sat next to my shaky jet-lagged hand is Mr. Chris Bennett. It's the Laurel and Hardy of car audio. Well, I'm not sure which
There
this
we
is. Hello, Mr. Bennett. How are you, sir?
Very well, Adam. How are you?
I'm a little bit. We said, tell us about this thing. This little box. It's got a 3M thing on the back for sticking away completely, and it looks sort of... What does it do?
Well, this is actually a really simple design, but extremely useful that can be used in many applications. This is basically a Bluetooth receiver. What I really love about this is that it's very discreet, really small, can be mounted anywhere in the vehicle. And what it enables you to do is, it doesn't matter what phone you've got, as long as you've got Bluetooth, you can stream your music, audio file quality, straight to this device. Once it's paired to it, it will automatically pair every time you walk up to it.
So just like getting in your car, you've got Bluetooth, any other sensible Bluetooth device, it goes, hello, I remember you.
Absolutely. So where would you use this? Well, I think a couple of applications. Sometimes with factory systems you may have an auxiliary input, and to be able to integrate, let's say one member of the family has an iPhone, one has an Android, it can be a real pain to have all the different connectors in the car. The nice thing with this is that once you get in, it gives it quite a universal feel to the audio system within the vehicle.
Gotcha.
The other thing as well, what I like about it is it has an RCA output, and that can go direct into an amplifier. What that means is you can not actually need a head unit at all.
So if you've got something like beach buggy, pleasure vehicle, or a classic without a head unit.
Definitely. I mean, the classic market, they like to have that real kind of retro look. They don't want any boom tinkles like you call them up on the dashboard.
Of course not.
You can upgrade, you can put an audio system into any kind of mobile vehicle or what have you, and without the need for a head unit, and these RCAs will go straight into an amplifier.
So idiot proof, 12 volt in, there's a black and a red, there's two RCAs out, and
Really
there's a Bluetooth thing, but you've got another little gizmo. There's the MBT-RX in my hand, but the CL-RLC.
Yep.
What's that?
Well, basically, Adam, if you had an iPhone, for example, and you were streaming to this, you would still need to control the volume on your phone. Okay. I think that would make sense. That can be a little bit...
well, the volume on your phone it's not safe to do.
Driving. Yeah. Absolutely.
So there's the signal issue as well. There's one point on that path of signal out your phone when it's good or it's muffled or it's not.
Yeah, I agree.
You've got to set that. That's going. The output of that is you can't really use that for volume. But this is a knob on it.
It does.
This is a bit of a posh knob in a box. So tell us how this one works.
Yeah, I mean basically you can mount this anywhere in the vehicle. I always say somewhere conveniently located. So if I was sitting driving my car, somewhere within this area here, down the centre console or what have you, or just under the dashboard. And this means that I can now control the volume on this device. So you would take the output from the Bluetooth receiver, you go straight into this product, and this has a built-in line driver that you can see on the front here. Oh, this being the line driver part. There you go. There you go.
Oh, there's the box of tricks. Let's get.
Okay, so this is powered by a 12 volt supply, and this is a really high quality audiophile line driver device. And when you turn this volume pot, it basically brings the voltage up from whatever the input that's going in.
So the input that's going in, we've got all these plugs and things. We didn't take it out of the packaging because it's basically easy to see, but you can see that there's a whole bunch of little pluggy doos. But if we go in really close, two of them
are
your input sockets. So if we just plug one, you can actually see that they're all female sockets. They're all female sockets. It's obviously the back of your hand. And the fact is that one set is inputs coming off. These look that males, females, yes, we can, and the others, of course, because RCA cables don't have a front and a back like professional wires. The fact is, there's also a couple of sort of phone socket things that are in the back of this packaging here, Chris. And there was a phone wire. What are these bits?
Okay, well, basically this connector here.
Oh, hello.
There you go.
Gotcha.
This enables the volume control pot to be connected via almost what's like a RJ, whatever it is, telephone cable, I forget. But there's a little telephone cable here. This is just over 5 meters in length.
Yes.
So it enables you to mount this CL-RLC anywhere conveniently placed in the vehicle. And wherever you want to mount the volume control knob, you can basically do that via the telephone lead.
So the whole point is you get to stick this where you wish. So thing is, you can go straight into an amplifier or go into the auxiliary of, like my Volvo's got an auxiliary in it. And it does mean that any car that hasn't got Bluetooth or any classic or anything like that, This is a complete solution. Any idea sort of rough costs? I take it the
Yep.
installation is going to be a piece of that, opening up your dashboard, so an expert needs to...
Just before, if I may, just to come back to this on costing.
Yeah.
Effectively, you see we've got 2 sets of RCAs coming out. One is fully variable, which comes off the line driver.
Right.
The other one is a direct throughput.
Ooh.
So whatever you would have as your input,
Yes.
it will mirror that coming out.
So line driven, good and crisp, but just one level.
Exactly.
So that's for feeding an amplifier with its own gauge system.
It is. So effectively you had 2 amplifiers where this would come in useful. For example, most of our amplifier range has a variable control knob that you can plug into all of the amplifiers. To
And you'll want to
bass.
use that, won't you?
But you may have a situation where you may have a combination of amplifiers where you don't have that facility.
Uh-huh.
So you could use this as a bass level controller.
Ooh,
You could also
yes,
use
yes.
this as a fade control sometimes. You're using a factory head unit to
Yes.
control fading between front and rear.
Yeah.
You could still use it. So this is a really versatile little product. I've
Yes.
found loads of different uses out there in the field. I had an instance recently where we had a manufacturer's head unit in a marine application that had a high level output and a low level output, but the multi-channel amp could only take one of the two. You
Yes.
could select the
Yeah.
the
High level or low,
calibrated
yes.
range, high or low,
Yeah.
it's either one or the other. So what we were able to do with this is we were able to take a low level input and a high level input and boost it via the line driver
Yes.
to bring the other one up.
Which all adds up to better sound, better quality,
Absolutely.
greater flexibility from JL Audio. So
On pricing, Adam,
Yep.
both of these products, this one is around about the £45 price point, and the CL-RLC, from memory, I think is around about the £50 price point.
that's
something like
ridiculous because
that.
that's
So
a
they're really
fine quality line
affordable
driver.
but high quality products.
So you heard it here first on Talk Audio TV. Thanks ever so much, Chris.
You're welcome.
I like this. This is just indication that these guys ain't cheap. That piece of sticky do on the back, that's by 3M. And I tell you what, you take the backing off that and you stick it somewhere, and your car can be rotting on a scrap heap 40 years later. That bloody thing's staying stuck. Thanks, Chris. Cheers, mate.